Okay, so when you tighten the anus and the inhale, right? So you might restrict the expanding of your dantian, but you want to try continue expanding. Only tighten your anus. That will even how do you say? Even make this the feeling stronger.
I found out that if I expand my dantian, then I just feel like I don't have enough to go up, you know. But if I do not expand it, I just think about the qi hai, that point, and then go up, you know. Then it's actually very smooth.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, actually, you just said another way is that you just think going up. Don't think expand or not expand.
Yeah.
Just concentrate on the up.
Okay.
And then if you feel that you can have the strong feeling, then just do that. Okay. If you need to help to get more strong feeling on the further end, you can tighten your anus, only your anus.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So still relax this part of your dantian, and yeah, and then it will be much easier.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. But at least so you have the feeling, right? So only try to find out the little details. So the guided help is that past halfway around that time you can start tightening your anus and relax other parts.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. At least so you practice and works. How about any other questions? No? Okay. So let's go for today's. Just a second. So today's, remember I mentioned that I try not to make things too abstract, right? Make everything is like down to the earth. Up to now, everything I said is very clear, one step at a time, very clear instruction, which technique doing what. But today, we're going to try a little different. It's kind of vague. It's kind of abstract. It's a little xuan, so abstract, you need a little imagination. How do we do that? So this one we call the turtle breathing, but we say the breeze, the wind. So do everybody still remember the turtle breathing, right? But turtle breathing without counting. So we inhale, expand our dantian, waist, and the kidney. And then when we exhale, we go back to the same route, right? Go back to your south pole. And today, this time, you want to make it as smooth as possible, as if there's no nose that has air going, as if you're not breathing from your nose, as if like the qi is like a breeze, like you inhale from your skin, as calm as possible. A little abstract, a little imagination. That's fine. That's we need to try that. Remember, I said that a lot of other form was just saying that okay, don't think. If you think, make yourself empty. If you think, don't think, then that's thinking. So we try to do say something in between. Just inhale, and you don't know where it's coming from. Could be like a breeze, could be like from your skin, and very general thing from this area. Make it very vague and relax, very calm. Any questions first before we try?
Yeah.
No question? Okay, let's try it. Okay. Any questions, feedbacks? Any comments?
Teacher, should we still count or not?
No, don't
No
count.
counting?
No counting. As smooth as possible. As smooth as possible. No counting. Just as if, as smooth as possible. Actually, so one thing, when I do that, notice that. So you don't, because this one is not designed for try to help you to extend, prolong your breathing, not like the counting one. So actually you want inhale up to about your 90%, then just let it go. Then exhale to your 10% or 5%, let it go. So make it as smooth as possible. See, otherwise if I finish all and then I have no choice, like a rebound, or here I need to bounce back, then it's too noisy, too bumpy, not smooth. Try just up to almost finish the inhale, then you start controlled by you and then go back. And here, same thing, almost you go back. As smooth as possible, as calm as possible, as effortless as possible, as if no breathing through the nose, no breathing, just the breeze is just like a breeze. It's like coming from you, in and out from your skin. Any other?
So the breathing, but also, right, the chi, we're not focusing on the path.
No, yeah, no.
But it's still getting there, right? That's the idea.
Say it again.
So we're not focusing on, you know, making the chi go around, but it is appearing there still, right? That's,
yes. It's
okay.
All over. It's, see if the breeze come, right? It's all over.
But it's still dantian and then along the waist, right?
No, you want.
No, just, okay, so we're not focusing on that part.
No.
Further, we're not. I see. Okay.
That's why it's kind of abstract, right? And so how about any comments on anybody else's? So, or when you do that, right? Do you feel something? Anybody feel something?
Master the chi.
Can you repeat again? Because
It's a little bit confusing.
For example, where is confusing? I said it's very clear, right? Which part is confusing?
So how do you start the chi? From the South Pole?
You're still thinking, right? But thinking is very very vague, not focused. Like Eugene was saying that I asked that, right? So we just remember we always up to now we always very concise, very precise, right? We go and say I want to make it as clear as possible, as narrow as possible, right? The path. But for this one, you just vaguely go there. You don't really concentrate on it. And as vague as possible, so become bigger and bigger, and become your whole body. It's just the shape, say like I'll go up and then go to belt, it's almost disappeared, but sort of you're still thinking in that way. And very calm, very relaxed, as if there's no breathing, although you are breathing, as if it's just like a breathe, the waveform breathe, as if, so this is all try to help you. Not everyone has feel everything, right? So if you feel breathe, that's fine. If you think that's some kind of going from my skin, that's another way to think. So it's so big. It's from your skin, right? So all over. Very abstract. Yes. In fact, I think up to now you are very solid in the very clear, solid, detailed instruction, and we all more or less have the feeling. Now this is a good time for you to introduce this, to make it a little big, a little, and then see what kind of feeling you have. Okay, how about try that again? Any other questions before?
So there's no fixed pattern. You just let it go.
So you inhale, you still inhale. Yes, okay. So you sort of inhale, and actually yesterday's I say inhale, and then yesterday someone said, I feel warmness tingling on my hands and the feet, but as if there's no breathing. Yeah, that's fine.
Try.
Try it.
May I ask, does that the channel of qi. So there is no channel of qi. That means
there's no channel of qi. Qi is all over. Qi is all over in your body. All channel. You want to think if you really want to think channels, it's all over the channel in your body. The channels is all over your body. So many. So thin. So detailed. Just like your vessel system, right? It's all over your body. I remember, maybe a little sidetrack. I remember I saw this was body work exhibition many years ago. So they have this real body, but they somehow they get rid of everything except the blood vessel. It's a shape of a human being. So it's all over. The channels all over and making a shape of your body. Does that answer your question? So you have to think in that way. The channels is all over, so detailed. And in fact, that's the case.
So you do not pay attention to your abdomen, lower abdomen either.
Yeah, you don't want to pay attention. That's another thing that I'm assuming that everyone, when you doing the sitting, when you're doing inhale, you're probably using the abdominal already. So you don't need to think expanding or contracting all those things. Those details definitely you don't want to think. You only think, okay, start with inhale. Hopefully everything is automatic. And you think there is little, very calm, effortless. Everything's so smooth. And you did not see the shape. Of course, not the expanding and no shape. Maybe your body is no shape. So it's just like a breeze, just like coming from your skin. Yes, I know it's vague, and so far we haven't talked about this kind of yet. That's why I want you to try.
So, so before with the E, we would be focusing on making something happen. Here, we're just using it to listen. Is that basically the idea? We're not actually making anything happen, just observing?
You can say that, yeah, observing, that means observing from outside. Yeah, right. That's one way of thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the way I understand it is just total relaxation.
Yes, yes.
You try to relax and don't force the breathing.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's how I understand it.
Yes, yes, very good, very good. Yeah, that's good. And so remember, I only introduced up to now, right? So I'm assuming that everybody, the breathing is very natural. Say abdominal breathing. Say think you use different people's different way of expressing or channel. Okay, channel is very vague, very deep thing, and so it's all over your body. And observing, yes, observing. I'm just looking. I don't know which path. Even could be outside, it could be inside. Observing, that's fine. Yes, yes, totally relaxed, totally natural, totally effortless. Try it. And very relaxed, very calm. Okay. Any feedbacks? Any comments? Anything you want to share? Still asleep? Anyone want to share?
Okay, I'll share. I can feel some warmth along my 任脉. That's how I feel. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Yeah. So let it just naturally go there. Yeah, okay. How about any other people?
We're still trying to keep the tongue pressed up against the roof of the mouth, right?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Do you feel anything?
Well, I found that took a separate effort because when I was relaxed, it kind of wasn't staying there.
I see.
So I had to focus on keeping it up there.
Okay.
But
so besides that, any feelings?
This kind of inflating and deflating.
Whole thing?
The whole, yeah, everywhere on the skin.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, see, that's yeah. So
it's kind of like you're talking about blowing the dust out of the bottom of our feet, but not as forceful.
Okay, okay, good, good. Yeah, that could be just one of the, see, like you are very relaxed, even your mind is just relaxed. Only think a little bit, think something. I don't even know what I'm thinking. And then, yes, then you become a total empty or total relax. Yeah, and then, so someone, because that's empty, and then you start listening to your body, and then you will feel something say Elaine's case, probably because we're just, last week we were doing this REM. So this is still ongoing, and so you feel that the most. That's automatically natural. It's not you were thinking about the past. And that's also, so see, there's a way, kind of vague way, but it will somehow, you start feeling your chi. So if I told you in the beginning, then a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about and don't know how to do it. But now we've been doing so many very detail-oriented, step-by-step, detail step-by-step. And now we can try this, and hopefully you will have a different perspective about the chi. Anybody want to share more? Anybody more?
One question is, how is it different than sitting meditation?
So, okay, good. So what's your definition of sitting meditation?
Just sit there.
Yes. Yeah, then?
And not paying attention to anything.
Okay. So if that's your definition of sitting meditation, you say not pay attention. So your mind wandering around?
I mean, if you have done it enough, your mind will be empty.
Yes, remember that's what I was mentioned there. So this is one, and actually popular one. So you just empty your mind. But remember, I say that. So for the beginner, teacher told me, empty my mind. Don't think about anything. If I'm thinking, say the instruction, don't think about anything. That's the thing. So it's kind of very vague, very hard for people to step into. And then it started wandering. So some people, they can do that. But a lot of people just can never achieve that state, say, emptiness. So for us, we going this way is that more or less we tell you focus on one thing, focus on one path, focus on one instruction. Now we're very be able to really able to control, to think our mind, and doing moving our chi. Now I want you to do a more vague thing, right? So sitting meditation. So there's many different sitting meditation. This definitely is a sitting meditation. Like then you say maybe mindfulness and what's transcendental meditation, 因式子静坐法. So there's so many sitting meditations. They all have something. Then some instructions. Then the other extreme is to say, okay, just don't start, don't think about anything, and which is a lot of people just can't not do it. So here we are bridge the gap. So here, so far, we are kind of mechanic. So step 2, step 1, step 2, even point 1. So a lot of mechanic. Of course, still you're using your mind to direct chi. That's not mechanic, but it's very step by step. Now we want to jump out, like observe, like empty, more or less a little goes to the spiritual thing. So does that answer your question?
I can. So I understand that there are many forms of sitting meditation.
Yes.
Maybe form is that you pay vague attention to your breathing to the point that you're barely aware of your breathing.
Yes.
So yeah, that this is how I see it.
Yes. Yeah. So you still so it's seems there, it seems not there. 似有似无，好像有，好像没有。So seems there's one, there's not. So that's one step closer to the emptiness. Emptiness means nothing. So this is more. Remember, I say that I don't want to say it's too imagination, fantasy, or 不要说的太玄 right? So imagination, fantasy, or fairy. So this is from down to earth, the real feeling, real step by step. Now we are expanding to the emptiness, to the vagueness, to the we have or not have in between that. Is that answer your question?
I think.
Okay.
I think rather than paying attention to the breathing, I'm thinking of it, you're paying attention to the side effects of your breathing, of the effects that your breathing has in your body, not the breathing itself.
Yeah, you can say that. You just more or less, you just sitting, relax, and hopefully, because we have this many weeks of different techniques, and then when you sit down and you try to effortless empty yourself, and it will easier for you to start feeling or listening or different, let the things automatically going inside your body, and each different people will feel differently. And then, of course, then it's like a cycle. Then you feel that. Then you come back with hopefully no empty feeling. Then that's a more or less like an iteration, like a cycle.
Well, this is Albert. I find out if you really want to relax and really, then your breathing is quite shallow, right? Rather than a deep breathing, is that right?
Yes, yeah, that's fine, yes. Remember, that's why, remember
That's
I said
the first.
you don't want to breathe to your full extent. Then
So what happens, you just breathe in and then you breathe out as your body requires you to do, instead of you want to breathe deeply and then really try to move your qi. You're not doing all those things. You basically want to, in other words, it's going to be fairly shallow, the breathing, and it's going to be fairly short, right?
So normally, when you're not sitting here in the class, not doing your Qigong, you breathe. You never thought about that, you're breathing, right?
That's right.
Yes. So your statement is sort of correct. But I'm adding one thing. I'm assuming that we practicing this many different techniques, and your breathing become a lot longer than you used to be not thinking. So you say shallow. Shallow could be very real shallow. Or now after we did this many weeks, our shallow is not shallow anymore. And that's our regular breathing. So that's one step further.
Okay, the second question is really the feeling during the breathing. The feeling is coming not directly, because it can come from anywhere, right? Because it can come from your breathing in, or it can come from your breathe out. It has no connection with your yi anymore. Is that right?
Yeah. So you try to make it effortless. Don't think too much, as little as possible, or say make it empty. You don't even think.
But your mind is still looking for something happening in your body, right?
Yes, That's why I give you a starting point. Say, okay, I throw out the little things there. Oh, okay, you start inhale. Go through here, but make it very vague. Make it not the path, and make it's your whole body, something like that. So that's one way to help you to become the emptiness.
I have a couple of comments.
Yeah.
So when you're saying E, he's using E. I think we're not supposed to, right? We're supposed to relax and not think about anything. So you're not supposed to use your E, right? In this one.
Correct. Yes. So use as
Right.
little
So,
as possible, right?
I don't think it's correct to say you using your E to think about something. We're actually trying to practice not to think about anything.
That's right.
Total relaxation, right?
Yeah.
So that's one. Yeah. I just want to make sure I understand that. And then it's also, the other comment is it's dangerous to use the word shallow breathing, because shallow breathing is actually short, and also you can use your chest instead of your abdomen, right? So I think after practicing the Qigong, after all these weeks, it's no longer, we should never use shallow breathing anymore. So I don't think we should, I don't think we should use the term shallow breathing now.
So
for this practice.
Okay. So it's depending on what do you mean. So we're trying to get that. So emptiness is here. It's hard to reach. So hopefully we are already here, and then we try to get that. Start thinking or the breathing, not think too much, not thinking very clear, make it vague. Hopefully we can get that even more so that you can achieve the emptiness. Yes, definitely emptiness is not thinking. It's very general, very total relax. Mind and body total relax. But our ways is that try to go from here, very solid, go and close to that. That's why I say you don't think about path. You don't think about the breathing. Maybe it's just like a breeze. It's just like a coming to the skin, and that's all some kind of method to help you to achieve the total emptiness.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah.
When we do this, you know, when we've been practiced, when we exhale, we always tighten the anus a little bit, the Qigong a little bit at the end of every exhale. Can we omit that when we do this? Because
of course, yeah, of course. Now remember, we don't want to think about the breathing. So you say when we exhale, we do something, right? Certain things that I teach you, right? Yeah. But now you are make it as vague as possible, and as if no breathing, as if you were right. So as if no, right? Yes.
Basically, don't think about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. With that said, the key word is to achieve emptiness,
yes.
Which is very hard. I don't think anybody can do it.
That's why we are trying to use this particular method, the technique.
Yeah, that's the
achieve that. And then it's as close as possible. There's a possibility that you can achieve, as opposed to just okay, emptiness. Then no one can do that. Or no, some people, very rare, they can do that. They can achieve the
right. No, I'm talking about.
So we are trying to give you more solid steps to achieve the emptiness. Kind of contradict. But that's a way, more practical way to achieve that, or getting as close as possible. So that's why we say that 若有若无. So as if have, or as if not. So that's something in between. Yes, we have solid and emptiness. very vague, relaxed. So somehow we try to get into the middle first. If we can get middle, and then we can even get it closer, then we can achieve. There's a possibility or a way to practice to do to achieve, not just say empty.
Right. So that is a goal.
Yes.
So okay. So it's not achievable yet right now for us because it needs practice.
Don't say that. Maybe some people already can do that. So
it's very hard.
Don't say that. Not necessary. Not necessary. And that's why we introduce here. So there's a possibility there. Hello? Yeah, Agnes?
I have a question. If we are not going to use E, that means we should have the ability without any effort, let the Qi freely travel around because we don't have E to tell the Qi go from Dantian to Yao to Bei Shen, or go to Yuan Mai, go to North Pole. Does that mean, because I listened to the other class, somehow they amazingly, one of the students say, oh, her Qi can just rush up to the head without any effort. So that means somebody has this ability, the Qi just travel by itself without use E.
Or not, so, or use a little bit, right? Remember, we were practicing the Appoint Meridian, so they use less. That's exactly what this, the Qigong for Health, the goodness that I like this type of Qigong is that it gives you one focus. So you focus on that. And yes, if you do more, or certain people in certain areas, certain paths, they're very strong. So for, yes, you saw that, you heard that. Some people, they can just go there. And remember, I was trying to say for the general people, and I say, okay, if you cannot go feel that much, you can start tightening this. Yes, definitely someone, I just think and then start going up and down, very strong. Then you don't need the help. You can use less your E, because you don't need that strong of E. You already has that effect. Yes, definitely. That's definitely possibility, and definitely happened for different people. But different people feel certain part stronger. Like, well, I ask people, right? So different people, like I know some people was feeling the legs is stronger. So that's why I say, if you that's your most strong feeling, you base on that and do the less familiar, less strong. Use that as your base and the stepping stone to go up. So certain people, yes, they feel this very, very strong. So they use this to help to others. Yes, yes, yeah, definitely. Different people feel differently in certain paths. So you have a certain path also very strong also, right? I remember.
Yes. May I ask, for today's lesson, can we assign ourselves a path, then try to do vaguely without any control? Because I felt like there is no boundary. I saw the loss. I don't know where the Qi should go if we don't use E. And you know, Qi is everywhere. Should I just let the Qi from my Dantian goes to my head and go to my feet?
No, don't think about that. Don't even think about that. That's too specific. Okay, so you say that. So now you sort of very focused Yes, use E to direct the Qi. Yes, so start from the beginning of this class. I give you very strict, very detailed, very clear instructions to do how to use the RE to control our Qi. But remember that you say you have to use E to control your Qi. How about when you breathe? So normally when you're breathing, you don't think about breathing. You're still breathing, right?
Yes.
So here, the analogy is that after how many weeks we're doing 14, 16, 17 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. So you using RE to direct our Qi. I'm starting to thinking maybe some of you can do that more or less automatically, or you don't need to think too much. Then that's sort of flow, sort of just come. Just like you are normally breathing, you don't think. So now we want to apply that thing to your Qi. We're thinking about using the E to manipulate the doing or direct our Qi. Now you can think less. Yes, you saw the tape. Other people, some people already say they don't need to use E too much, and then they can get a feeling. So this more or less just trying to give you this week. I want you to try to just say start. Okay, inhale. Then think everything is vague. Don't think about, oh, go to head, go to leg. Let it automatically go. Different people might go to differently. Different feelings. Use your E as little as possible. See what happens. That's exactly what I said in the beginning. I said I don't want to start. So here I try to say less vague fantasy imagination. So, but now we still want to sort of try to touch it, see whether we can touch it or not. How about try it again? So now we know what we are sort of trying to do, and let's try it and see what happens. Okay. Any feedback? Still very big. Any feelings? Easy, hard, can't do? Anybody wants to share anything?
I wonder if this is sort of more or less like the mindfulness in Buddhism, the Da Zuo. You know, it's like you basically, you know, similar like even longevitology, they're Jing Zuo to me.
This is like Albert Yang earlier said that this is like a sitting meditation. So it's right. So it's all depending on your definition of sitting meditation. What's that? Right. So there's a yes. So I think Albert Yang, he was mentioned about the mindfulness sitting meditation. Right. And you say the what's different? Like I mentioned, 因式子静坐. There's so many different sitting meditation. So this is a sitting meditation also. So sitting meditation is remember I said that Qigong, we categorize these Qigong into two major categories. One is Donggong, with the movement. The other is Qigong. Qigong, more or less say sitting. Most of the time, it's a sitting meditation. Sitting Qigong, sitting meditation. There's many, many different kinds. So if you know or you learn certain, then you will use this to compare with that. If someone knows the other kind, say 因式子静坐法, okay, they will compare with that, how close to that. It all belongs to this Qigong, or in fact, Qigong in a general term, sitting meditation, 静坐, sitting meditation. Then there's even within the sitting meditation, there's many, many different kinds. So that's more or less that's correct. So your feedback is correct. For people know certain say still Qigong, they were referring to that based on their understanding. For general people, they may say, oh, okay, this is just sitting there. But sitting there doing meditation, there's still different methods. Any other feedbacks?
I have a question.
Yes.
So the focus for this lesson is to empty your mind.
Yes.
So what is the goal for this lesson? Just empty your mind? Is there any goal for this lesson?
So you say you just empty your mind. Emptying your mind is very, very, very difficult. For a lot of people, almost impossible. That's very, very hard. So I'm trying to see if any people in the class can closer to that. That's a very aggressive goal. Empty your mind. Not just empty your mind. Okay? So there's way different, like I said, so there's like a Sherry even mentioned that there's so many different methods already to somehow you want to try to achieve that, but still very hard to achieve the emptiness. So here's one way that we're sitting there for many times for how many weeks now, and we have more concrete, more detailed thinking to let you focus on one thing, as opposed to your mind is wandering off. Hopefully, after this many weeks of training, you can easily focus on one thing. And I think more or less most of you can, or at least a shorter period of time, you can focus, not thinking about any other things, only just thinking about what I'm currently do. I believe most of the people already can do. Only you cannot last too long. And now, if you can do that, based on that, then we can focus on one thing. What's that? Empty your mind. That's the thing that we want to achieve. Yes, we're trying to do that. If people can't, that's fine. And we're good. So that's why I only introduce one class here for this one. We're going to continue, go back to the detailed instruction one. Give you a flavor, a taste of the emptiness, the 玄的, the more vague, more relaxed, totally relaxed, totally vague. Okay, so more concise, more down to the earth thing. So anybody feel anything when you're sitting there? You just don't feel anything? Besides your butt hurt, is a sword sitting there for too long? Any feelings, any chi feelings in any parts? No one?
Yeah, I have.
So what's your?
I just have very strong feeling along my 任脉 and in my 丹田, just kind of very warm.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. That's because so more or less your here is very smooth, very clear, and then when you relax, then it's automatically. Remember, I want to say you say automatically, so effortless. Then the chi started moving. So that's a good thing, and then hopefully it will become more vague, more all over your body. So yeah, that's good, but don't force it. Yeah. So this is automatically. Then yeah, that's good. How about other people's feeling? I heard someone. Agnes or
I feel, I don't know, I feel hot.
Hot, okay, warm, right? So yeah, okay. So yes.
I don't think I really 得到, okay? I really don't think so. I try, I still, I did not use E, but somehow because I do circling chi is something I can do easily. So even in this class, I'm still doing that. And I think it is not entirely free.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I say your feeling. So obviously you feel warmness, right? Okay. Agnes. Okay, Angela.
Yeah, I want to say something. I felt very calm, and then I can see what you're saying, like a breeze in the wind.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I think I like it. I really like this lesson.
Okay, good. So you think it's very general, and everything's so small, and it become very hollow, empty, or you feel. I mean, so there's many possibilities. Many different people will feel differently. Yes, yeah. So yeah, good. Any other people have any feeling? Any even just like chi feelings and it's hard to.
Yeah, I was just kind of trying to notice difference. So I'm feeling the similar that I felt before, but more kind of pronounced, the warm tingling along the skin, sort of. But then I was wondering, where do I feel that? Where do I not feel that? So where the skin is exposed to the air, that's where it's happening by itself. So I try, like I rolled up, pant leg of my shorts, and then it automatically feels there too. I can make it happen elsewhere, but that's an extra effort, which is interesting.
Okay. So at least you start feeling vague, not really vague. So start from general, right? And I give you the hand say like a front skin, and so you sort of start feeling that, right? So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's very general, but definitely it's a real feeling, and that's a way to achieve the emptiness, because we want too specific, so it's black and white. Now we become a gray, and hopefully we become a white, transparent. How about any other feelings you want to share? I guess a lot of people are shy, so. No one? Okay, so at least, so some, I think most of you have some feeling, and try to do this week, and give us more feedback. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So continue trying to do that, and so see what happens.
Teacher, I have just one unrelated question.
Sure.
When I do the parting the dragon, right now I think maybe because I did the sinking chi to dantian, I keep thinking about the chi from
going down.
Is that okay to think about it together?
So from your hands, then go to your legs, and the legs will go to
I keep thinking about
Can you do that long? Then you need to do very fast.
No, it's pretty. I can do it pretty slow, and just think about the when I breathe, I just the
then you go down.
Comes,
so from your hands, right? Then pass your dantian down to your south pole and down to your legs.
Yeah.
Okay, for inhale or exhale. Try
inhale, right? Yeah. Inhale is when I'm sorry. When you inhale, the chi is going up. Yeah.
So try not to, because then either way it's gonna be sort of like a little reverse than what we're doing, right?
Okay. Try not to.
Down,
okay.
Right? So try not to.
Okay.
Try not to get the say your upper hand or your lower and very strong. Because this way you can make it feel, but say it's all become 50-50. I want you 100% focus on this practice, and 100% focus on your leg. Then the feeling gonna be it's 100%, as opposed to always 50-50, or say maybe become only 60s, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Focus.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? No. Okay. Have a good day. So seems it's nice weather outside.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.